All right, so I've been using the MetaQuest 3S for about a week. Now, this is my first time really ever dealing with anything VR whatsoever, so I was basically learning as I went. I knew really nothing. It was always something I was interested in doing, but never really wanted to spend the money on because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. Meta was nice enough to send this over for me to check out and make these videos for you guys. So like I said, I've had it for about a week. I've got some thoughts. Overall, I really like this thing. This is something that I thought maybe would help me out with some productivity stuff. Maybe doing multiple things at once, having multiple screens open, and it really has done that. That's actually what I've been using it for the most. And I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But I do want to talk about the games. I've been playing the Batman game on here. Arkham Shadows, I believe it's called. This is like it's a crazy experience. If you've never done this, if you've never used VR, this is the game to try. This is the one that it's so immersive. It looks really, really good. And the greatest part about it is it comes with the headset. If you buy one of these, I think it's before April of 2025. As long as you buy a 3S or a 3, you get that game with the headset. And if you're questioning whether you want to try something like this or not, that saves you a little bit of money. You'll be able to try a really good game out and know if this is going to be something you like or if you need to sell it on Facebook Marketplace, which I don't think you're going to want to do. There's so many uses for this thing. Not only, as I said, the games, they're really fun, but a lot of what I've ended up using this thing for was kind of multitasking. I'm going to show you some footage here. I'm kind of just sitting here at the desk looking over at this wall, and I've got like 4 screens up. I've got Instagram, looking at Skull & Co.'s Instagram. They're changing their name. That is a very crazy thing. And they've got some, of course, Switch 2 stuff coming out, which we're going to get to that very soon. But looking at that stuff, watching the podcast from last night, which there's a link below if you want to check that out, doing some other things, and then, you can go right into gaming. Stand up right here, start playing. You don't even have to stand up. It's just something that is, it's a whole different experience. And I've watched some videos on this stuff, and I see now why it's so hard to explain. You really cannot explain what it is that makes you feel the way you feel until you actually try it yourself. It's really good. I honestly love this thing. I'm gonna be using it a ton, but there are a few little things, especially about this particular headset, that I will say that are cons, but they're not massive, especially if you're just someone who's trying to see if you like VR or you want to just get your foot in the door for your first VR headset. This is the way to go because it's only $300. Obviously, PlayStation VR 2, the other headsets like this, they're multiple hundreds of dollars more than this. Perfect for just about any age. My kids have been using this too. They love it. My 9-year-old has been playing the Batman game as well. She thinks it's awesome. But one of the cons with this headset particularly is the lenses that are used. These are the lenses that were in the Quest 2, I believe. The Quest 3 has better lenses, so you're gonna actually get more clarity around the edges and stuff like that. The sweet spot for this one is a little bit smaller, but again, if you're someone who's just trying to see if you like this and you don't want to spend that huge amount of money, this is a perfect option for that. It's not that big of a deal, but if you're someone who is a little deeper in the whole VR thing, that may be a big deal to you, but overall, I think this thing is great. There's another thing I've been doing a lot is watching movies, content, in, I think it's called Big Screen. It's basically where you can go sit in VR in a movie theater or in a like a living room area, but you can hang out with other people and watch, whatever's on YouTube or on Disney Plus or Prime. Any of those things, you can just watch your content basically in a movie theater with other people or by yourself. I am somebody who actually loves going to the movie theater, so this experience for me has been great. And it really is immersive enough where you feel like you've been taken to another place. Again, it's really hard to explain. I do really, really like this thing. I think the controls are great, really comfortable, easy to use. Everything's really straightforward too. This is so easy to use. That was another thing I was kind of worried about. Like, how do you get into this? How do you do that? How do you control this? But it's all self-explanatory. It's all kind of laid out for you. Really easy to understand. So yeah, I think if you're somebody who's looking to get into VR and you've never tried it, never had a headset before, I think the 3S is probably the way to go. I think it's the best price, especially if you're just not sure yet, but you want to try something that's serious enough to where you can keep it for a while and not some piece of junk. This is definitely the way to go. I'm gonna have links to this and all of Meta's other headsets down below. They did give me an affiliate link, so if you click on that link and you buy something, it is gonna help me out. But also, if you use that affiliate link, you are also gonna get, what is it, I think $30 in store credit, so you're gonna be able to get something too. You know, you're gonna be able to get a little extra out of it. Like I said, the link is down in the description. Yeah, this thing's cool. But guys, that's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.